Could it be a possible sign of hope? Right now, experts are listening carefully to recordings of noises heard underwater, which may hold clues to finding the missing submersible. Airplanes detected the noises coming from the area of the Atlantic where crews are searching. The U.S. Coast Guard says it doesn't know what the noises are. It is scouring the recordings, trying to eliminate any possible sources of man-made noises other than the mini-sub, the Titan. But so far, the analysis of these tapes is inconclusive. Meanwhile, oxygen is the main obstacle working against them. Even if crews find the submersible in time, they still need to get the craft to the surface if it's below water and unbolt it before the oxygen supply runs out. We have team coverage from the United States and from Canada. We start in Boston with NewsNation national correspondent Dray Clark, who is following the U.S. Coast Guard's efforts in the search and rescue mission. Hey, Dray.
Elizabeth, good evening. You know, everybody here is holding on to hope, but the reality is it has been 3 days, and so far, no sighting or sound detected coming from the Titan, that missing submersive with 5 people on board. This is a massive search operation involving military service members from multiple countries, all of them desperate to find this object that's about the size of a minivan in the Atlantic Ocean. And with each passing hour, the oxygen supply on board the Titan is fading fast.
It was a moment that search teams hoped would lead to a breakthrough. A P-3 Canadian aircraft detecting a loud banging sound coming from beneath the North Atlantic Ocean, where a massive search effort is underway to find 5 people on board the Titan, a missing submersive. Experts still unsure where those noises are coming from.
We don't know what they are. To be frank with you, the P-3 detected noises. That's why they're up there. That's why they're doing what they're doing. That's why they put sonar buoys in the water.
Human sounds, nature sounds, and it's very difficult to discern what the source of those noises are at times.
The noises are now being analyzed as crews keep searching, looking for a sighting or sound coming from the Titan. The search area now twice the size of Connecticut in waters 2.5 miles deep. The U.S. Coast Guard holding on to hope 3 days into the search for the 5 men aboard Ocean Gate's Titan. According to the Coast Guard, oxygen on board the submersive is nearing an end and could be depleted by the morning. It's a race against time and a challenging search up against ever-changing wind and weather conditions.
There's an enormous complexity associated with this case due to the location being so far offshore, and the coordination between multiple agencies and nations.
The primary search area is vast and remote, 900 miles east off the coast of Cape Cod, 400 miles south of Newfoundland, Canada, where the crew launched its research expedition on Sunday. More reinforcements arrived this morning to join the search efforts. An armada of ships are now covering the sea, and multiple aircraft are in the air. Reportedly, a British company that operates the Magellan, a deep-water rescue vehicle, wants to join the search. Many believe it would be an asset to the search effort because of its deep diving capabilities. It's now on standby, waiting for permission to join. But it may be too late. Even with the extra assistance, many experts believe it will be a miracle to find the 5 men alive. When asked when the mission turns from rescue to recovery, Captain Jamie Frederick with the U.S. Coast Guard tells us he's holding on to hope.
Sometimes we don't find what we're looking for, and you have to carefully consider all of the factors, and there are a lot of factors you consider. And then after you consider all of those factors, sometimes you're in a position where you have to make a tough decision. We're not there yet.
And so the Titan is not equipped with a GPS tracking device, so it's very hard to find. That's the reason why this search is lasting so long. Meanwhile, it does have a series of systems on board that allows the Titan to actually resurface on its own, even if everyone on board is unconscious. But that hasn't happened, leading some to believe that one of 2 things may be happening here. Either the Titan is stuck below the water on some kind of debris, or it may have suffered a catastrophic accident during its descent. Whatever the case may be, the Coast Guard says this is still very much a search and rescue effort, and they are holding on to hope, and they will not stop searching until it becomes abundantly clear that these individuals can be found.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.